Hey everyone, in this video, the third video of, getting started in Fusion 360 or the basics this way, we are going to talk about, editing these sketches, changing things if we need to change them, possibly adding dimensions. The way we're going to do that is we're going to hover over one of the sketches that we have so far, and if we right click it, you're going to be able to find a thing down below that says Edit Sketch. All right. The same thing will happen over here on the drop-down bar in Sketches. If you come in here and select it, you can see the sketch that you're selecting, and you can also right-click and edit sketch from this portion. All right. Now, after we edit sketch, we're going to be back in the sketch. If you hit Finish Sketch, it kind of goes back to where you were before. At the same time, I'm going to actually just start with my little rectangle here. So if I right-click this and edit my sketch, now you can see that I'm working only in the rectangle. The first thing that I'm going to do is I will let you know that we can change dimensions by adding dimensions. So over here, past the line, the rectangle, the circle, we have a few other tools, but we're going to the one right here, which says Sketch Dimension. If we come into Sketch Dimension and select it, we can come down and add dimensions. So if we hover over a side or a point to a point click, we can add dimensions. So just for this right here, if we select this and pull it straight up, it says 50. All right, if I drop that down, now what I can do in there is I can enter a new piece of data. Maybe I wanted to call it 75. And the number is not really important for right now. It's just knowing that we can add dimensions and edit dimensions from those pieces that way. All right. Once again, if we're done editing dimensions, we can hit the check mark to finish those. After we've edited our rectangle, you can edit another sketch just to practice that whole piece. So once again, we're going to right-click the sketch to be able to find the edit sketch. And after you find the edit sketch, what we want to do is we want to go grab a dimension, the sketch dimension tool up here. And the sketch dimension tool, once again, works by either a click to a click where we can change that point or change that dimension. Right here with 75, maybe I might want to move it a little longer to 80. Right now, the numbers do not matter. We're just kind of editing and playing around and getting our head around how things work. And once again, if we wanted to edit a side, you could just click on a side. And then this one right here says 40 point, or as a random number, we could change that to like 50 and hit enter. And then it will change our sides that way. Now, practice it adding or editing a few dimensions on your shapes. And after you're done doing that, we are ready to do the next part. All right. Now, the next part, we're actually going to be turning some things 3D. So one of the things that I like to do is I always use the top right-hand corner of my front to go kind of ISO view. All right. Now, in this ISO view right now, you can see that all of our sketches are flat. And what we're going to be doing is actually going to the next thing over from Create Sketch, and that's Extrude to make this thing 3D. Now, our Extrude tool over here, once I select it, basically allow me to hover over one of those surfaces. If I select a surface, like the rectangle in the middle, it'll tell me which way do we want to go. All right. If I type in 50 millimeters, all right, you'll see that it's going in the direction away from us, so it's going deeper. All right, that's the positive direction that way. At the same time, if you were to go negative, it would come the other way. But we're just going to type in 50 and hit enter. Now we have some, I guess, dimension or some depth there. Now we want to add some depths to the other shapes around our piece too. So coming in, we can once again go back to the extrude tool, select, and all we want to do is type in a number, change my trapezoid over here just to 20. And I'm just adding different numbers so you can see the different depths. That's all I'm doing here. And once again, the values don't really matter. If you type in ridiculously large things, they're going to be very stretched out and skewed. So we want to keep it kind of the same as our shapes and numbers we've been using. If I want to go 75 here, just to show a little bit more than our 50, you can do that. At the same time, the last one we have out in front, just changing that, just to practice one more time. This one I'm just going to do, after I select it, 42. And 42 is just that's the number of how thick our cars would be. And I'm going to hit OK, or enter. Now, we have extruded all of our shapes. That's kind of the end of this video. If you wanted to play around in the outside, remember whenever you're drawing and sketching, we want to go back to the front. Whenever we're doing any extrusions, we want to be on the other portion. So you can kind of mess around and do other things in this free time to, learn the basics of Fusion 360. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully this is helping.